Welcome back to another episode of Ideas to Human Better, how to kindle an optimistic life in flow through a reframing of perceptions and perspectives. I am your host, Eva Payne, and on today's episode, we're going to be talking about fear and how to clear the air and learn about how my Prius caught on fire. No joke. When we let problems fester, damage happens. Sit back, relax. Here we go to another episode of Ideas to Human Better. Today, I'm going to be talking a little bit about fear. So I have this book. It's called Be Happy. Patrick Lindsay wrote it. It's 170 Ways to Transform Your Day. And I love this because on every page, there's just like a little takeaway. And I can honestly open any page and then give a whole talk around it. So that's what I'm going to do today. I tested this out the other day and thought, can I do this? And yep, I could. So today I open it up, randomly and just go, okay, universe, what are we going to talk about today? And the page that it opens to is kind of ironic and synchronistic, but so is everything in life. So I'm not surprised. It is clear the air. The longer we let problems fester, the more damage they cause. Confronting them always seems far worse than it turns out to be. Once you take the first step, most problems evaporate. Deal with things, then you can get on with the journey and leave the baggage behind. And the quote is from Sun Tzu. It says, "If you know the enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles." And what I love about clear the air and just the longer we let problems fester, the more damage they cause. Oh my gosh, is this not so true? Let me give you a real world example of what happened to me. So my daughter wanted to go to Arizona to see her friends in a play. And I wanted to be that cool mom that let her daughter, just complete her freshman year, drive to Arizona, be the longest she's ever driven by herself. And she was actually going with her brother, my 15-year-old son, Coleman. So they were going together. Now, I should have seen the signs all along the way, but I chose to just ignore them. And let me tell you what those signs were. So for example, she kept saying, "Mom, can I go? Mom, can I go?" And I just kind of felt like, I'm not sure. Like I wasn't like 100% no, but not 100% yes. So I sort of just sat on it for a while. Then when she went to go buy 2 tickets to the performance that she wanted to go to on Thursday night, there was like no way she was going to be able to do that because I needed the car picking up kids on Friday. So I said, that's not going to work. What about this weekend? So she looked at this weekend and there was only 1 seat available on one night. So she was just going to go up Saturday, see it Saturday night, stay at a friend's house, and then come back. And I said, what about Coleman? Well, Coleman, her brother, has a friend there. So he will just go hang out with him while she is at the play. So I thought, okay, great. He gets to see a friend and hang out for a couple hours and she'll get to go see this play. So on her drive down, we're in Southern California and it should only have been, a handful of hours. And it took her 12, 13 hours to get there because it's Memorial Day weekend and there is lots and lots and lots of traffic. So that was a problem. Now, one of the things I told her was you have to put oil in the car. When the oil light goes off, and it will go off because my car, it's almost 200,000 miles on it, 2011 Prius. So when the ding starts dinging, the oil starts dinging, you got to put oil in there, get the oil changed. Like you got to care for it. It's just old. It's a problem. And I knew that taking it that far was going to cause it to go off because I can drive it around town. It's fine. Once it goes off, I put oil in or get it changed and yay. So I thought maybe she'll make it to Arizona because I recently put oil in, but she definitely won't make it back. So she gets all the way to Arizona and at some point the oil bell starts dinging and she thought, this has happened before. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to worry about it. And it kept dinging and kept letting her know, you need to do something. Hi, I need your help. Hi. And she proceeded to drive from Arizona all the way back home. Now, she missed her show. So let me throw that out there. And she left the next morning bright and early because Coleman had to be at a birthday party on Saturday or Sunday night. So they left and they're driving back, and I get this phone call, frantic phone call, and they're about an hour-ish away from being home. And it's, Mom, the car's on fire. It's Coleman. The car's on fire. I'm like, what? The HE double hockey sticks. Okay, pull over. You need to pull over. You cannot be driving with the car on fire. And then I'm thinking, does she even know how to pull over on the freeway? I'm hoping that she knows not to pull over like on the inside of the freeway, but to pull off the side of the freeway so she's not by all these rushing cars. Luckily, she just got off the freeway and they parked the car and they got out. And so he sent me a picture of my car on fire underneath the carriage. What had happened was there was no oil in the car. And so the fourth piston blew out, which also caused the oil to leak and the plastic underneath to catch on fire. And so there's the fire. So now it needs a new engine. So let's talk about fear for a second. So fear is focusing energy on alternate realities. That's my my acronym for the word fear. Sorry, I was looking at something. Okay, so clear the air. The longer we let problems fester, the more damage they cause. Confronting them always seems far worse than it turns out to be. Once you take the first step, most problems evaporate. Deal with things. Then you can get on with the journey and leave the baggage behind. So let's talk about this in terms of my vehicle. I let this problem fester. I could have gotten the oil change. In fact, everything in me was saying, change the oil, Eva. Just do it yourself right now. Do it yourself. Don't leave it to her. Don't leave it to her. You've told her 5 times. I think she's going to forget. Maybe you should text her. Maybe you should text her on Saturday while you're out enjoying your Saturday, hiking and doing what you love. You know what? She's 19. She's fine. She's going to get it figured out. Don't worry about it. And then the other voice, just text her, just remind her, just remind her. Confronting them always seems far worse than it turns out to be. So had we confronted the problem, had she confronted the problem, had she been like, you know what, there's this dinging is happening. It's not turning off, because I know how bad it probably had to have been for the oil to actually go to zero and for it to cease up. So it was probably going off for a lot longer than just 1 or 2 times. And surely you can buy oil at any gas station, which she didn't think of, because I'm sure in her mind, she's just thinking Walmart. Walmart has to be Walmart instead of any gas station sells oil. So then once you take the first step, most problems evaporate. Had I taken the first step, problem solves, wouldn't be here today. So let's think about this in terms of fear and in terms of your life. What are the things that you are not taking care of? What oil are you not changing in your life? What are you not replenishing in your life? Think about those things, because when you take care of yourself, when you take care of the things that need to be taken care of, then you have less to fear. And if you're afraid, then you're only going to cause probably bigger problems down the road. So you might as well just confront the thing while it's on your mind, especially when it's on your mind. That is your intuition talking to you. If you haven't thought about this thing in 10 years, okay, don't worry about it. But if this is something that is nagging you, it is coming up day after day, that is your intuition telling you, pay attention to me, unless you want your engine to cease up. So that is my message for you today. If you would like to live a more optimistic, happy life, change your oil more often, refuel your oil when it asks for it, and in your life and within yourself, take care of yourself, move towards the things that you fear, because when you focus energy on actual reality, fear can be your friend, and fear can work with you to attain the things that you want to attain in this journey of life. And let the alternate realities go. All the things you're worried about, all the things that could happen. By you not taking action, you're only causing those things to come to fruition. So take action, be proactive, and that's it. That's my idea today. Ideas to Human Better. I'm Eva Payne, and take what works and ditch the rest. Have a great day, everyone.